the world around you. The way you look at yourself is the way you look at the world. And the way you see the world is the way you see yourself. For you to live in a world filled with hospitality, be friendly. To live in a world of appreciation and respect for others. If you want to live in a world of abundance, be creative. If you want to feel better, do well with others. Appreciate the surrounding beauty, so that beauty itself will become a part of you. Respect the work of others, and you will fill yourself with the passion to achieve new things. There is a space as vast as the universe, surrounding you, waiting to be explored. The quality of that exploration depends on who you are. Those who can grasp the world, succeed because of their mental attitude towards the world. Build a positive mental attitude toward the world, and the world will be within your grasp. Desire. You've got what you need. If you don't, you're certainly dead at this time. On top of these needs, there's what you want. Some of us have such a great desire. It is known as passion, and it is this passion that can encourage you to work on and create special things. Those things are created, not because you require them, but because your passion drives it. Sometimes we underestimate our desires by calling them needs when the two things are different. If you are currently alive, it means that your most basic needs have been met. Be grateful, and realize that it allows you to realize your passions. Even if we often misunderstand and despise our desires, there is nothing wrong with those desires themselves. Inwardly, true desire is a reflection of ourselves that is something unique amid all seas of possibilities. True desire pushes you towards the best possibilities that may be created. Find, nurture, and follow those possibilities. You and true desire can become one. Responsibility. You may shy away from responsibility, but responsibility will not shy away from you. Every action has consequences, so responsibility will be impossible to avoid. Even if you neglect your responsibilities, you will not escape its influence. There is an indisputable fact that you are responsible for yourself. Pretending to be irresponsible will only make things worse. Nothing can replace responsibility. Responsibility is not even replaced by money, power, knowledge, skills, or technology. Even if you can't shy away from responsibility, you have a choice. You can shirk responsibility, until one day you have to pay it in one lump sum. Or you can choose to accept it as part of life so that you are the controller of your life, and nothing else. The choice is yours. Act responsibly, because you are responsible. Hope. Hope is a good breakfast, but a bad dinner. Francis Bacon. We must live with hope, but we cannot live hanging solely on hope. It is good to hope for the best. But that's not enough. We can't just hope, but we have to act. It is sad that many things hang excessively on hope, for the sake of the betterment of fate. Hoping for the best has not come to anything. Work and action accompanied by expectations in the heart are things that bring results. The perfect combination. Hope will not disappoint as long as it is accompanied by action and commitment. Hope cannot replace action. Work on what to do even if there is or is no hope. Expect the best and work on whatever allows that hope to be realized. Start your new day with hope, and connect with work and work. Let hope inspire you, rather than lull you. Expect the best, and pay every fare. Expectations depend on you. What motivates the billionaires? Has it ever occurred to you that what motivates the billionaires? Even long before becoming billionaires, the wealth they have accumulated has been sufficient for their lives, their children, their grandchildren, or even later generations. Most billionaires are hardworking, get up early in the morning, and then go to work late at night. They do that certainly no longer because they are just chasing money. So what are they chasing? Is it greed, or power? Maybe. But in general, people are stingy or greedy, and rarely have success. Because they don't give others more value. Most modern billionaires, today, do not become billionaires because of misery. The billionaires are motivated by their ideals. The idea of making a difference, so that the world becomes different because they exist. This motivation is what enables them to become billionaires. And because of that, they can still work hard, even if they have become billionaires. Do you want to live like a billionaire? It's so easy. Stop working just to live and make a difference. Even on the worst day. Life is a luxury, life is a joy, even on the worst day. The fact that you are currently living so that you can make decisions, be able to carry them out, and be able to make a difference, is far more valuable than all the difficulties and disappointments that may come your way. When the world is dark, life is the reason you should be the light. Your quality of life does not depend on what you encounter, but on what you look like after going through all the challenges. Today is a special day because you are allowed to enter today. There is an opportunity to grow and achieve your goals in all directions. If the people around you are scoffers and spiteful, then you have a chance to change it, that it is because of you that your environment can change for the better. The difficult challenge that lies ahead of you hides a real treasure waiting to be unearthed. Your little heart already understands this. Life is beautiful when you accept life as an opportunity. Wherever you are, no matter what you face, decided to enjoy that beauty every day. And when you make this choice, the world around you will be better. Here, you can learn a lot from hearing. Unfortunately, few people understand it. When someone talks, most of us are busy thinking about what we are going to say to answer the person. As a result, we do not pay attention to what the person is saying. Conversations are not contests. It's an exchange. If you fail to hear, you're doing yourself a disservice. Try to hear others, heard. Try to understand their point of mind, even if you disagree. There are always things we can learn from others. When you hear, you won't worry about what you're going to say in response. Believe me, as good as your answer is, it's still worth the positive impression you get from hearing it in earnest. Listen and learn. Listen earnestly. Listen, and you'll get something from someone else. Hearing is easy if you decide to hear. Your communication will be effective and powerful when you hear. Overcome your distress. When thinking about one negative thing in your life, think about at least 3 positive things you have. Then your condition will improve. Because you're the master of your life, and you want to be successful in living it. When receiving one piece of bad news, challenge yourself to 3 positive actions. Drown out negative thoughts and master your life by deciding to move forward. For every one negative state, always balance with 3 positive things. Reacting negatively to the negative will only drag you deeper into the spiral of destruction. As a result, the destruction you create outweighs the negativity itself. What do you want? A life drowned out by hardships. What do you want? Instead of sitting and brooding, you drowned out by distress, use your common sense. You have to live, and only you alone can help your life. Think of 3 positives that will sink your distress to the bottom of a living ocean. Life is a teacher. Do you remember your best teachers while in school, teachers, or lecturers who inspired you to learn and do your best? The teacher challenges you to progress more than any other teacher. At first, maybe the extra challenge felt unfair, or even cruel. But now you look at it differently. You look at it with respect and trust that it is because of that challenge that you can move forward. Today, some great teachers are still teaching you. It is life, the best teacher, but the lessons often feel harsh, sharp, and sometimes cruel. There is a disappointment, sadness, confusion, solitude, and frustration in every teaching. The lessons are harsh, but therefore we learn the greatest lessons and growth. The teacher challenges us and pushes us higher. It helps to reveal our true character, and in that way encourages us to build a stronger character. Beyond all that lesson, ponder. The teacher who loves and nurtures us the most has built the best of us. Maybe we don't appreciate it now, but the day will come when you will be grateful. Just as we are grateful for our old school teacher. Think of value. When others think of ways to ask, you can be different from others by way of giving. By giving, you create value. When you create value, you will be desired by others. Because everyone wants things of value. In every opportunity, look for every opportunity to be a positive difference with others. Don't worry about what others think. Let that anxiety belong to the silly people who feel they matter. So focus on values. On the occasion, what positive contribution can you make? Who can make a difference? There are opportunities in every situation, but the most important thing is that you don't waste them. If you want to be of value, then don't hesitate to give. Travel is a reward. Give 2 children a room full of toys, and it won't be long before we'll find them fighting for toys. Instead, give them 1 empty room, and in a moment we will find the 2 playing together and making a new game. Age is just a number. The illustration of the little boy also applies to us as adults. In adversity and distress, we are faithful and work together, but when everything we aspire to is achieved, then we begin to destroy our friendships, and eventually ourselves. Be careful what you aspire to, because the problem is, are we ready to accept the ideals of being true? Many people are unprepared. Why is anyone unprepared? Because they are not aware that the journey to the ideal is precisely the reward we get. Indeed, ideals are important, goals are important because they will be a picture of what kind of person we are. But when the goal is achieved, there is only a little value left, if we are not prepared for new ideas and new journeys. Life is a process of growing. If you don't grow, you don't live. All answers. Being intelligent does not mean knowing all the answers. Sometimes, the smartest answer you can say is, "I don't know." It takes extra confidence and intelligence to acknowledge your ignorance. And when you do, you're in the process of learning the real answer. Often, for reasons of pride and preventing insecurity, we say no when we do not know. In this way, we have wasted the opportunity to learn more. Believe me, there's nothing wrong with not knowing something. An important part of wisdom is knowing the limits of your knowledge. Knowing what you know and what you don't know. A truly intelligent person knows and understands that not all questions can be answered. A truly intelligent person is a person who is willing to ask questions, willing to learn, and willing to grow. Use the knowledge you have, and have the knowledge you need. That is the best path you can take. Price. People who truly value will naturally dare to pay the price. For those who don't want to pay the price, life will only be a lifelong, frustrating punishment. Believe me, everything has a price. When something is desirable, you have to dare to pay the price. When you accept that there is a price to pay for something, your steps become lighter. The difficulty we feel when paying for something mostly comes from a sense of rejection in us. But the more grateful and accepting you are to pay the price, whether it's in the form of money, time, or effort, the more you will naturally allocate resources that will help you pay the price, and achieve whatever you want. When you decide to pay the price, you will find a way to pay for it. And if you can pay the price, everything you can have. You're more. You are more than just a body, a place where the soul lives. You are more than the car you drive. You are more than the job title listed on the business card. You are more than just a collection of your past. You are more than your daily routine. You are everything you dare to wish, coupled with all the possibilities. You can only be limited by yourself. It doesn't matter whether it's your mind, the place you're going to, or what you want to be in the future. You can achieve great things, and be ecstatic about it. You can love and be happy, create and build, think and choose, learn and grow, dream and achieve. Now it's time to make you the real you are. You choose. There is an opportunity to rejoice at every turn, whatever the circumstances. The only reason your work feels boring is that you choose to feel bored. The only reason you feel your coworkers are unpleasant people is that you feel they are. Accept it for what it is. Find the goodness in everything around you. Nothing can make you happy until you decide to be happy. Accept it for who it is, and you will have the ability to take control of your life. Nothing can make you happy, but you can be happy under any circumstances. Struggle and sacrifice, joy and happiness, tears and smiles, are all part of the symphony of life. Just like a symphony, it can only sound beautiful when the instrument is played in time and on its notes. You are the one who chooses what instrument to sound at this time to make the symphony of your life sound beautiful and rich. Priority. Is your desire to have everything a barrier to having everything? Desire is indeed a very powerful impetus, but at the same time, it is also a no less formidable obstacle. Have you noticed what is the main attraction of a supermarket? Everything is arranged neatly and in order. Various types of goods and brands are arranged so neatly, side by side with each other. That said, a supermarket usually pays a consultant who gives a strategy for placing goods, to generate maximum attractiveness. A little kid at a supermarket teaches us something. He was pensive in front of dozens of brands of candy and chocolate. He knew that when he decided on one, then he had to leave dozens of other candy brands on the shelves. He must determine which sweets are the most desirable. Just like that kid, you have to make priorities. Something that distinguishes between what you want and what you need. Indeed, sometimes this is painful, but a successful life is a life that one knows to choose. Take your best choice for today. Nurturing dreams. Before a tree can grow tall, it must first plant its roots deep into the soil to obtain nutrients. Same with your dream. If you want your dreams to turn into reality, you have to find ways to feed and nurture your dreams. It is simply unrealistic to expect that you can reach the star without first planting the roots in dense soil. Dreaming is easy, something that lives in an imaginary realm. But realizing it in the real world requires a hard struggle. Without strong roots, even the tallest and largest tree will fall. Without continuing to learn, be disciplined, and maintain integrity, commitment, fortitude, patience, and effort, even the most likely and greatest dreams will fall. Your dreams and goals require nurturing. Instill the roots of your dreams as deeply and widely as possible, until there is no limit how high the limit you will reach. Beyond prosperity, it is indeed very sad to hear about the fate of people who give up halfway because they cannot withstand challenges. But there is a more tragic thing, that is, the person who surrendered, precisely after winning the fight. When prosperity comes, it should not make you weak. Enjoy coming every day, both hard and happy. Make every part of your life meaningful. And for that, you have to persevere. Even if it is in a state of sufficiency. Are you sure you can reach a situation where you no longer need to go to work? Of course, it's great if you no longer have to wait around for paydays. But that shouldn't change you to still make life changes. Your life becomes meaningful not by escaping challenges and responsibilities, but rather by making bigger and more meaningful challenges. Don't use prosperity as an excuse to give up or be bereaved, but rather use it as a foothold to achieve higher things. Challenge yourself. Keep busy at work and try. Make a difference, because you don't want to lose after winning. Choice. You always have a choice between the easy thing and the thing that makes the difference. Complaining is easy, but it doesn't achieve anything. Solving problems is more difficult than complaining, but it's something that makes a positive difference. Sleeping late is easy, but what do you get? On the contrary, getting up early and exercising a little will make your day more positive and productive, in addition to being useful for your health. People who choose easy things will become slaves to low-level desires. Desires that are only slightly higher than animal desires. Those who consistently dare to go the hard path for a positive difference will be bestowed with the ability to live a life. Those easy things are debilitating. An effort is empowering. Will you simply give up your precious time to be weakened and wasted, or will you give that time to the construction of a better life? The choice is yours, and the result is what shapes you. Today is the only one. Today is not an ordinary day. Today is special, unique. There has never been a day like today. It took billions of years for the universe to create today. Today offers everything it has. This day has already arrived, and it will never come again. Think of it as a special gift, to do whatever you want. Today has already started well. Are you going to make today even better, or is it just the same as yesterday? Imagine the overflow of energy and matter that God provided through the universe, just to create today. Shouldn't you be grateful? On this day, there is great work waiting for you. There is great excitement waiting for you. You are in the most important position of today because you have the opportunity to participate on this day. Do whatever you can afford for today. Do your best, because you can participate on this day. Enjoy, and do your best for today. Say no. It may sound awkward, but one of the positive things a person can do is say no when needed. The ability to say no is proportional to your level of confidence, and confidence in what you are doing. You need to be able to say no to stay focused. There are so many temptations in your work, too many people are eyeing your time. If you don't learn to say no, maybe a lot of things will be abandoned. Granted, you don't want to miss out on a great opportunity, but you also can't possibly please everyone every time. That's not your life's job. You can be something, but it is impossible to be everything. You can't possibly be a doctor, advocate, scientist, engineer, and pilot all at once. You have to make a choice, and this means saying yes to something and saying no to something else. Saying no sincerely indicates that you have the courage of your choice. To stay on track, is it difficult? Even though it's just one word. Learn to say no politely and firmly, with confidence and trust, and you will be in control of your goals. Change. Living life means always changing and adjusting. The person who is now successful used to be a tenacious, diligent little person. The person who is now friendly used to be cynical. The person who is now wise used to be the fool. Indeed, this direction is not always the case. It could also be the other way around. The person who was once wise is now a fool. People who used to be rich are now poor. If you don't try to get the change to your side, then the change will run against you. Silence, and unchanging, is not an option. If you don't grow, learn, or try, then you get into the drowning mud. Change is a daily reality for living people. Just like many other things, change can hurt or help. Change offers an infinity of possibilities. Change is bound to happen. Rest assured of that. Use it in your interest. Welcome change, learn the positive possibilities that are in it, and you will know where you need to move. The best thing. Do the best of what you can do. Why? Because it's less than that, it means you're lying to yourself. The person who gets the best thing in life is usually also the one who gives the best of himself. Give, then you will be given. Give your best, then the best of others will come to you. It doesn't matter whether they're your customers, your boss, your family, or your friends. Since you have given your best, you deserve the best, and it will be provided by those around you. There are countless opportunities every day to do the best thing. It doesn't take long, or more resources, because changes are happening to your attitude towards work. To realize the best life possible, you only need to do the best thing you might do. Unleash your incredible potential by doing your best. Just a minute. 1 minute is not a long time. But everything that has been achieved by anyone has happened through a series of a minute after minute. Someday is a long, light, and relieving period, a period when we can work on everything. But oh my friend, there is no such thing as someday. We only have minute after minute, the current minute, the next minute, and the next again. Minutes are our asset, because anyone can work on something in a minute. Whatever your dream, you can focus on it within a minute. You can keep working for a minute. You can hold on for a minute. Now it remains only to frame those minutes with the next minutes, and use them to achieve a meaningful life. Grateful. Try to set aside a moment to be grateful for the good things in your life. Reflect on what you have achieved, the people who have noticed you, the experiences you have gained, the skills and interests you have, what you believe in, and the most beautiful things in your life. The things you value, nurture, and take care of will continue to improve in your life. Abundance begins with gratitude. With sincere gratitude, you appreciate what you already have, which will further encourage you mentally, spiritually, and physically to achieve your goals. How can you possibly get bigger things if you're not grateful for what you have now? Whereas everything can only start with what you have now. You know that you can achieve goals because you have pioneered such a thing. The experience is yours to be grateful for. Who said there is nothing to be grateful for? Everything is within your reach when you are grateful for what you have got. Big idea. An idea is something very valuable. Everything that is created, or achieved starts as an idea, perhaps from just wishful thinking on the seashore to becoming a multi-billion-dollar company. The growing potential of an idea is infinite. However, ideas are worthless without being accompanied by action and commitment. Having brilliant ideas is not enough. Ideas are important, but not enough. An idea is just the beginning. Ideas are unrealized possibilities. An idea is a map. A map for effort, discipline, and action. An idea is like a diamond embedded in the bowels of the earth. For it to be valuable, it must be dug, cut, sharpened, and guarded, passed on to people who can appreciate it. An idea that is just buried, it's useless. Give your idea the effort and commitment it takes, and your idea will grow into a great achievement. Start work. All work has never been harder than it seems when you have started working. Put one footstep in front plus one more step. Take a piece of paper from the pile, and get to work. Start digging, and don't stop. Don't look for comfort, but make it comfortable. Feel satisfaction and accomplishment when what you are doing has been completed. No matter what you do, give your full attention, and give your best. Don't think about giving the perfect one. Quite a valuable and useful one. Enjoy and appreciate your work. Be proud that you worked on it. The job you do, whatever it is an opportunity. An opportunity for you to prove what kind of person you are. An opportunity to make a difference. An opportunity to respect yourself and those around you. Error. Don't look at where you fell, but where you slipped. African proverb: when you do something, there's a chance you made a mistake. When you make a mistake, that's a great thing. Because you have the opportunity to learn something. Admit your mistakes, and research them deeply. Answer your mistakes, and learn. Mistakes are wonderful teachers. By knowing what's wrong, you're helped to find what's right. Tom Watson, the founder of IBM, knows exactly the value of error. One day, an employee made a big mistake that cost IBM millions of dollars. The clerk, who was called to Watson's office, said, "You want me to resign?" Watson replied, "You must be joking. I just spent $10 million to educate you. People who are talented for success will learn from whatever happens, including mistakes. If you make a mistake, it's best to recollect the scattered pieces and pay attention to how it happened. Don't cry over mistakes. Check and learn about errors. Next, make the most of your new knowledge." Finish line. Imagine how frustrating and confusing it would be if you had to race in a race where there was no finish line. Will you know which way to run? Or do you know, but waste your efforts? How can you push yourself forward, if you don't even know which direction is ahead? Without the finish line, not only do you not know where to move, but also you do not know how to achieve it. To race, you have to know where the finish line is and follow the direction to reach the finish line. The same is true for achievement. It is important to know which way you are moving and what to do to achieve it. An unclear finish line is unlikely to be achieved. Does the thing you're working on today have a clear finish line? Can the effort you put in reach that line? Or are you just going around in circles? The only way to win a race is to know which way to move, and where the race will end. Patience. Even if there are advantages to being the first, there are more advantages to being the best. In this instantaneous and immediate world, it's worth seeing how to do things appropriately. Rush and impatience can be fatal and prone to mistakes. Learn the value of patience. Even if it feels like you are lagging far behind, with a measured and diligent effort, it is more likely that you will be ahead. Patience does not mean procrastination of work. Patience means taking action now, which will bring results in the future. Patience focuses on the best results, not on the fastest and easiest results. Patience means understanding that long journeys have long results anyway. Start now, and be patient. Whoever is looking for instant results will soon lose the results, even if they can get results. It does take time to produce the best, but you will enjoy the results. Now, the past is what you now know. The future is what you can achieve. Right now is what you have to work on. What you can achieve and what you know is concocted in a large vessel named currently. Your whole life is on these scales, ready to shift in whichever direction you choose. Right now, it's the life you're living. Today is the place where the achievements lie. The present is the place to live your dreams of yesterday when followed by action. Your fate is here, at this moment. Everything is ready to be shaped by you. Today is special. Live it today. This time is amazing. Use. Waiting or wishful thinking is a waste of time. Always work on what you can do, anytime you can work on it. Get started now, and keep working on it. Right now is everything you might have and dream of. Dig a treasure today, and you will get rich. Doubt. Doubt can stop you. You are what you think. You can only work on what you can think of. When you doubt that something can be done, it will stop because of you. When you sleep and dream, everything is possible. In a dream, you can fly, can talk to anyone, and can move forward or backward in time and space. In the dream, there is no doubt. And in a dream, you can do anything that's in your dreams. Just imagine what you can get out of a life without a doubt. Think that everything can be worked on. Say no to doubt. Doubt only exists in the mind, and you can control your mind. When doubts arise, immediately expel them. Focus your mind on something else, which is more positive. Subdue your doubts, before they subdue you. You can afford it. You can. You have to work on it. Believe that you are bigger than any obstacle. Imagine that you have successfully achieved your goal. Visualize and feel how the excitement is. Make your shadows real, and you'll know that you can work on them. Now, today, in this great part of the world, a person is struggling to achieve a dream. At this time, someone just seized a great opportunity. Nowadays, one has just committed to building a positive difference. At this time, one seed of nimbleness begins to germinate. Today, a new page of great success has just been written. Today, some people will look at this day with pride and gratitude for passing through it. This day has come, and somewhere, someone is reaping the best. Who is that person? Could it be that person is you? It could be that he is you. Because you realize how precious it is today. Because you know what you can achieve. Because you are ready to face the challenge. Look around you, look at the opportunity, and be proud because today is your turn. Winner or loser? Have you chosen, want to be a winner or a loser? The loser will say, I'm too busy. The winner will say, I will set aside time. Losers will look for excuses, not even to try. The winner will look for ways to work on it. Losers ask to be pitied. The winner asks for a new challenge. The loser is looking for something to blame next. The winner looks for what difference can be made. Losers complained. The winner acts. Losers are happy at the weaknesses of others. Winners help others rise, because it was a challenge. The loser wept over the day of fate yesterday. The winner prepares for tomorrow's challenge. Losers are eyeing praise. The winner seeks greater responsibility. Losers are looking for easy and quick answers. The winner seeks life means and pays for it with time and effort. Every day is filled with opportunities for you to become a loser, as well as to become a winner. The choice is yours. What are your options today? Life is unfair. That's not fair, is a child's favorite saying. He got a bigger cake. It's not fair. He got a purple balloon, and I only got a red one. It's not fair. When we try to teach our children about the concepts of equality and justice, we give the impression that life is something that should be fair. There is nothing more true than reality. The fact that life is unfair. And it is the fact that we would rather be so. If life is fair, then we will all be the same. Everyone has the same face, the same house, the same education, the same wealth, and the same nature. Imagine how boring it is. It's all the same. What is it that you want? Life is unfair because it is such a life that we make, and we who choose to live that life. What is important to one person may be trivial to another. Life can't possibly be fair unless we all agree to do so, but what's the point? Passions, challenges, ripples, and the core of life come from the fact that life is unfair. Some people are born with certain advantages, while others are born with limited conditions. Is that fair? Not. Is life so worth living? Certainly. You have an advantage that no one else has. And other people have advantages that you don't have. That's how life is. We have our burdens, and each other's joys by which we learn and grow. When we begin to accept that life is unfair, we will cherish life and be grateful to live it. Disappointed? Everyone has felt disappointment, failure, and frustration. Sometimes everything comes at once, and we feel like the world is collapsing. Soon after, we see things from the negative side. Things look messy. Come on now, try to see from the other side, to bounce back. Act. Do something positive, although it may just be sweeping the page, or cleaning up the pile of old files from your computer. Take actions where you are the master of your life, and you will feel positively focused. Small actions can magically change your attitude. Try helping someone. Do something for others. Try to serve others. The smaller the person, the better. Get out of the room for a moment, and pay attention to what you can do for others. Others are created to improve your life. Now it's your turn to improve your life through others. Calculate your luck. There are many good things in your life, and often you forget to be grateful. Appreciate and be grateful for your place of residence, your health, your family, your life experiences, your friends, your skills, your knowledge, and the life you have. Discover new challenges. Redirect your negative energy and frustration to something that can challenge you to do better. Positive or negative, everything is just in mind. Change your attitude, and get on with it. Silly. Have you ever hesitated to act out of fear of looking silly or because you were afraid that others would criticize you? Of course, it is normal to have a feeling of fear of looking stupid. But no matter how wise you are, even if you are like a prophet, there will always be people who criticize you. If you are not a prophet, then why avoid? If you're imprisoned by the fear of looking stupid or being criticized by people, then you won't be working much. If you try to always avoid daily ridicule, then you will be faced with the culprit of all insults that are not living your life completely. We often think of selfishness only in material matters. But that sense of selfishness also arises when we do not want to share our thoughts with others. Also, our opinions, as well as our ideals. Hiding our most valuable asset, just for fear of looking stupid, is to deny ourselves. People who dare to take risks to look silly are people who are ready to achieve their goals. Put your mind and policies on your daily work, and move forward with it. And you'll see people who think you're ridiculous are silly. Price and value. Everything you value becomes valuable in your life. You are an appraiser. You create a price through attention, effort, and commitment. Appreciate your work, and your work will be of value. Cherish your home, and your home is worth it. Cherish your life, your family, your faith, your body, your thoughts, and everything will be of value. Appreciate your ideas, and your ideas will be of value. Appreciate your time, and your time will be worth it. Appreciate your money, and your money will be worth it. The price is not determined by the price tag. Price is everything you give something. What do you appreciate? What do you want to grow and develop in your life? That should be your priority. A firm foundation. The bottom of the mountain is not as beautiful, nor as great as the top. It's just a rock buried deep and dark. But without a firm base, a part of the peak that looks special, there would be no. The firmer and firmer your foundation, the higher you can reach. The tallest tree requires the strongest roots. The tallest building requires a massive foundation. There is more to the effort of achievement than the achievement itself. The effort of achievement must begin with a solid foundation. A good reason, or it all ended in vain. We often condemn the attraction of the earth, for it always brings us down, but sometimes we forget that it is the same attraction as well, which allows for a strong foundation. Similarly, we frequently condemn the element of discipline and focus, but without it, there is nothing we can achieve. The time and effort spent in preparation seem meaningless when the work begins. But without preparation, no work can be started. The peak can only be on top because the mountain supports it with everything. Build a strong foundation, balanced with your passion. That's what you need. Today is the only one. Today is not an ordinary day. Today is special, unique. There has never been a day like today. It took billions of years for the universe to create today. Today offers everything it has. This day has already arrived, and it will never come again. Think of it as a special gift, to do whatever you want. Today has already started well. Are you going to make today even better, or is it just the same as yesterday? Imagine the overflow of energy and matter that God provided through the universe, just to create today. Shouldn't you be grateful? On this day, there is great work waiting for you. There is great excitement waiting for you. You are in the most important position of today because you have the opportunity to participate on this day. Do whatever you can afford for today. Do your best because you can participate on this day. Enjoy and do your best for today. Say no. It may sound awkward, but one of the positive things a person can do is say no when needed. The ability to say no is proportional to your level of confidence, and confidence in what you are doing. You need to be able to say no to stay focused. There are so many temptations in your work, too many people are eyeing your time. If you don't learn to say no, then maybe a lot of things will be abandoned. Granted, you don't want to miss out on a great opportunity, but you also can't possibly please everyone every time. That's not your life's job. You can be something, but it is impossible to be everything. You can't possibly be a doctor, advocate, scientist, engineer, and pilot all at once. You have to make a choice, and this means saying yes to something and saying no to something else. Saying no sincerely indicates that you have the courage of your choice. To stay on track, Is it difficult? Even though it's just one word. Learn to say no, politely and firmly, with confidence and trust, and you will be in control of your goals. Challenges mean. Challenges will excite you, give you direction, and awaken the best in you. Challenges will encourage you to learn new skills, and gain new knowledge. Challenges motivate you to give the best results for yourself. Have you noticed that when you have so many tasks to do, you have more opportunities to complete them? And when there's a bit of work to do, it turns out that there's less to do. Your business increases according to the work that must be done. Challenges drive results. Challenges don't show up to pull you down. The challenge is there to push you up, produce the best and hit the target. Indeed, challenges are difficult and unpleasant. But that's what gives it meaning and value. The greatest success comes through the habit of dealing with a series of challenges. Not by avoiding challenges. Please yourself. Find a true challenge, you will find true life. An important person. The term, significant person, is too often described as a powerful politician, a conglomerate boss, an accomplished athlete, a well-known artist, or everything we classify as a celebrity. In reality, everyone is an important person. Every life is significant. No one is more essential than the other. You are just as indispensable as the faces that appear on TV screens or magazine covers. So is the importance of the people around you. Everyone has something that can be contributed to life. Everyone can make a positive difference. Everyone has a distinctive thing in this world. And everyone needs their life more and more valuable. That's what makes everyone influential. Of course, some people manage to be a source of inspiration for others, who can lead others, who are willing to serve others, and who teach others. They are also no more critical than anyone else. But they do that because it starts with the realization that their lives matter and become even more significant when they require others. Important people are all around you. They have tremendous potential, just like you. Recognize and appreciate the potential that exists in them and yourself. Accompany it with a follow-up. Make them essential people, and you will be considered influential people. The world around you. The way you look at yourself is the way you look at the world. And the way you see the world is the way you see yourself. For you to live in a world filled with hospitality, be friendly. To live in a world of appreciation and respect for others. If you want to live in a world of abundance, be creative. If you want to feel better, do well with others. Appreciate the surrounding beauty, so that beauty itself will become a part of you. Respect the work of others, and you will fill yourself with the passion to achieve new things. There is a space as vast as the universe surrounds you, waiting to be explored. The quality of that exploration depends on who you are. Those who can't grasp the world, succeed because of their mental attitude towards the world. Build a positive mental attitude toward the world, and the world will be within your grasp. Think. Pay attention to your surroundings. Your home, your car, the computer in front of you, the phone, the refrigerator, the clock, the book, etc. Everything comes from the human mind. Take a look, so many things can be done by the mind. Some scientists state that normal humans only use less than 5% of their brain capacity. And many of us are already satisfied with that. Imagine what could be achieved if we dared to use more. In reality, the mind has no limits. You don't need money, a special space, a power plug, or a battery to think. You are not a robot. You can think to have the biggest things, the most complicated things, even while taking a shower or brushing your teeth. Like our muscles, the stronger the mind will be when used more often, the more the mind is challenged, the greater it can work on. We live in a world where money is printed from ideas and thoughts. Your mind can buy and carry whatever you require. Use your mind, and it will work for you. Sunny day. On this day, your whole life lies ahead. No matter how your past is, or how long you have lived, feel that there is happiness ahead waiting to be enjoyed. Discoveries are waiting to be created. Only when you want to work on it. You live with a lot of opportunities. Whichever direction you look, there is an opportunity. The obstacles you face are only minor when compared to your ability to overcome them. Today is a sunny and beautiful day because you are still alive. And there are a lot of things you can do with your life. No one is better than yourself. No one is luckier than yourself. You can be whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. And you can do whatever you want to do. Only when you want to make an effort. It's nothing more than that. Wherever you are today, the ideal starting point for a glorious future is today. Just work on it. Even if you know the result won't be perfect, just work on it. Even if you think you don't have time, just work on it. Even if others will find fault and criticize, don't mind, just do it. Even if you find a myriad of reasons not to work on it, keep working on it. Even if you've ever been let down, keep working on it. Even if you're going to be severely challenged and feel uncomfortable, keep working on it. Even if it takes a lot of time and effort, keep working on it. You know what you have to do. You know what action, and it will bear fruit how. You know which ones are good and which are bad. You could have spent a lifetime just quibbling with this that, but what would you get? Do it only what you have to do. Just work on it, even if there are many pretexts of this that. Just work on it, make a difference, achieve the goal, drag yourself towards a higher level. Just do it, and you'll be happy that you're working on it. Think of a big thing. Achieving what you want, being what you aspire to be, and working on what you dream of is the most important thing for you. If the details of your daily life prevent you from achieving the above goals, then it means that your goals are still not big enough. To achieve your goals, you have to make your goals important. To be significant, make your goals big. Visualize in your mind those ideals. Not in the corner of the heart that you only see once a week, but in the center of the heart. Put it on it, so that other things become smaller. What the inevitability of the eyes must indeed happen, what the mind inevitably must indeed be achieved. Instead of making your daily life hinder your goals, wouldn't it be better to make achieving your goals the goal of daily life? Create great ideals in mind, and you'll get there. Why go to Mars? Of the 29 missions to Mars launched by the Americans and Soviets, Russians, 16 of them failed. Source: NASA. When reading the above inscription, the first normal reaction is, what to go to the planet Mars? Why spend time, money, and effort to get to Mars, while the problems on Earth are still a lot? Is there anything we can get from Mars? Maybe. But the most important thing about humans going to Mars is that we learned a lot of things about getting to Mars. The most sublime value of exploration is the ability to overcome challenges. The main goal of mountaineers is not just to go up and see things from above. Their main goal is to overcome challenges, learn, seek self-righteousness, and forge discipline, all conditions to be able to reach the top. That's more valuable than any of the most beautiful scenery on the top of the mountain. Whether we can explore further does not come with foot blocks. Because we don't even know what we're going to get. We answer the challenges that lie ahead of us because we believe that opportunity only arises through conquering challenges. Small challenges produce small opportunities, big challenges give birth to great opportunities. Then why are we going to Mars? Because the challenge is so great. Go with the flow? What's wrong won't be right, just because everyone does it. A wrong thought will not be right, just because many people believe it. We may be too focused on what others are working on and thinking. But it is a fact that even the crowd can go wrong. And everyone can still let mistakes exist and happen from day to day. Just going with the flow is indeed convenient, it is not difficult. But it is not a guarantee of success. A more deserving strategy for success is to make your own decisions. It's still up to you to connect with what the outside world thinks and does. There were a lot of great thoughts milling around there. When something becomes popular, of course, there is a certain value in it. But at the same time, think about it independently. You've got a great mind. Use, where work, make your own decisions, instead of just going with the flow. Error. Mistakes are the best teachers. Success will only come to people who dare to risk making mistakes to achieve goals, and who can learn from those mistakes. To learn from mistakes, you must be willing to pay for the lesson. When you throw mistakes at others, you give up the opportunity to learn from the mistakes that happen. It is indeed easy to find a scapegoat. But what can you get? The valuable value of an error comes from the fact that there is a price to pay. The person who learns the most from mistakes is the one who has paid the price of those mistakes. If you make a mistake, don't run away. But embrace the mistake. Because there are a lot of things you can learn. Though the error has indeed happened. Pay the price, learn the cause, and you will grow stronger. Can you make a list of mistakes you've made over the past week? Can you see what lessons are hidden in it? Eyes wide open, all-round inquisitive is fun. Ask, learn. Creative energy comes from the introduction and appreciation of the creativity of others. He is moved by curiosity, a desire to answer, why? Is there anything magical you can learn today, from situations that no one else needs? How many opportunities run from your presence every day, just because you don't spare time and energy to pay attention to them? Every grain of time has the potential to lead to a rich learning experience only when you see and try to understand what's going on. This is the secret of the winners, not the way, losers. Valuable knowledge and experience, you must seize. Open yourself up to see the opportunities that surround you. Life is an interesting adventure. Live it with your eyes wide open. Take the risk. When you take risks, there is a very real possibility of failure. But if you don't take risks, you are doomed to fail. Indeed, some risks are not worth taking, but avoiding all risks is tantamount to avoiding life. Getting up early carries risks. Going to the market carries risks. Getting acquainted carries risks. However, all these risks are still quite valuable to be pursued, because such risks include valuable rewards. Maybe you will take a risk and fail. But that's not a reason to stop taking risks. Learn from the experience and move forward. Your time, opportunities, and resources will rot and be wasted if you are led by the fear of losing time and opportunity. The biggest risk is when you don't dare to take risks. Use what you have. Don't let fear of risk be the biggest cause of your failure. Count it back. Take the risk, and grab the rewards stored in it. Building materials. A drop of water is not weak, and it is relatively harmless. Even if it falls from the sky to the top of the head, it may not be so pronounced. But when these droplets gather, they can form a powerful water movement, whether in the form of a flood or a storm, and everything can be conquered by this force. The big thing is formed by a small thing. To control the big thing, you have to control the little thing continuously. A small piece of time, it doesn't look like much. Just passed imperceptibly. However, when collected, and focused on a single goal, the results will be amazing. Putting one brick on top of another is an easy matter. Do it over and over again, and you will have a solid wall. Picking up the phone and calling a prospecting client is easy. Do it over and over again, and you will have a large customer base. Writing down thoughts on paper is an easy thing. Do it over and over again, and you will produce great work. Every achievement is built step by step. Plan your steps. Take one after another, and you will get to the destination. Fate is indeed inevitable. You will be what fate has outlined. Even so, fate is also your choice. You are free to choose what you want to do. And for every action you take, you've created your destiny. Things have consequences. We can't change the consequences. But we can change our actions to produce the consequences we expect. We have the fate. Your fate today is created by your thoughts and choices. To control your destiny, you must control yourself. To achieve good fortune, you must live in a good thing. Your life today is also your fate tomorrow. Your fate is what you decide. Think about your options today. Eyes wide open. Note: here, success comes not without signs. Successfully shouting special instructions for everyone willing to take the time and energy to pay attention to it. Pay attention not only to the things you want to follow but more importantly, to the things you will do to serve others. If you're selling something, pay attention to your customers. When you're making a show, get to know your audience. When you're writing, get to know your readers. Success will come if you invite him through respect and introduction. Open your eyes and pay attention to the great opportunity to make positive changes. If it's not in your room, go outside and look for that opportunity outside. Develop your curiosity. Develop inventiveness. With enough knowledge, there are very few things left that you can't do. And by knowing what you can do, you already have today.